Hey everybody, welcome back to the homestead. We've decided to do a video on kind of how this all started and kind of why we are where we are today. So, kind of the backstory. So we decided probably 10, 11 years ago, we wanted to do this. And we looked all over the place for land, preferably in the south, and we looked at a lot and pretty much just found this one in Oklahoma that was cheap and rural and kind of basically what we wanted. And so we went ahead and purchased it and sold pretty much everything. We had hot rods, we had Dodge had tools, and we sold it all and purchased the land and a Connex container. And last year in June, Dodge moved.
1st of June.
Yep. And he was going to get us already set up so when I came, we could bring the animals and that we'd already have a place for them. But he was here, 8 days?
Yeah, I was here from the 1st till about the 15th, and then I left for a few days.
And he went to visit family in Texas, and while he was gone, we were robbed. And estimate was between $20,000 and $30,000. Could be more, could be less. They took everything. They took all of our brand new solar equipment we purchased from selling all the hot rods. They sold all of the tools.
Welders, guns, guitars, clothes,
all of his clothes. They stole all of his clothes.
All I had was the clothes I was wearing and the clothes I was doing laundry.
And they stole, your guns, crossbow.
Yeah.
All my jewelry. What else?
They took
all of our solar equipment.
Yeah, and the stuff was still brand new in the box. The only thing they didn't take, thank goodness, was the solar panels. They left those. I imagine it was too big. But they took brand new power washers that were still in the box. They took plasma cutters, a lot of my tools, all of my welders, just everything. They emptied out the shipping container pretty much of anything that was really worth anything. And they broke in the trailer and took the camp trailer. They took a bunch of the stuff I had in here. I had one of the solar batteries was in here. They took it, and all the ammo, and then they broke into the enclosed trailer, and they took guns I had in there, and that's where my clothes were. They just took it all.
They took iPad. They took our generator.
Yeah, brand new 9,000 watt generator they took.
All of our camping gear that was in the camper.
They just took it all. We basically had to start all over again.
Right. So, and in the beginning, I was going to quit my job and move, and I was lucky enough that they found another place for me to keep my job, so that helped. But he was pretty much afraid to leave and stayed here for 2 months.
Yeah.
Without leaving very much at all. Actually, they came back to the other land up the road, and he saw them, called the cops, made reports, and pretty much nothing was done.
We seen that same truck that I had caught up on the hill, up on the next property. They were trying to take the the meter box and all the breaker box. It was on a telephone pole up there, or a power pole. And we actually seen that truck later in town with a bunch of our stuff on the back of it. But when we tried to follow, he got away. So, and we've never seen it since. So,
yeah, which we look for
yeah.
quite frequently.
So needless to say, that's one reason why there isn't more done here than what we had planned, because we kind of had to scrimp and save and kind of buy all that, the solar equipment and stuff all over again. Had to buy another welder, and anyway, it's just been a drawn out process, and it set us back a long time, but we're getting there. We're not whining and complaining about.
No.
It's just, this is why we are where we are.
Well, and there's been so many questions about haven't you started on the house,
Yeah.
and why is it taking you so long, and why are you still living in a camper, and are you going to live in a camper forever? No, we're not going to live in a camper forever. It's taken us longer because we've had to scrimp and save, and we've had to sell other things to make money to buy back the stuff that was stolen. And
buy it again. We didn't buy it back.
Well,
kind of.
yeah, buy it again. Sorry. And
so it's just been a setback because
Yeah.
of all that.
yeah, it's been a setback.
But I mean, we're getting there.
And it's a learning curve. There's a lot of things that we didn't expect it to be rocky.
Yeah, and one thing you find out is every project takes a whole lot longer than what you think it's going to take. That's for
Right.
sure.
Right.
And but we're slowly getting there. We probably won't start actually building on a house until probably spring of next year, I would think. What do you think?
Yeah, that depends on how long it takes you to get the tractor going.
Yeah, we were able to find a Case 580 backhoe, and I got a really good deal on it because it needed work. But I spent a long time working on those, so when I get it straightened out, it's just your priorities change a lot depending on what's going on. At first, the tractor was kind of a big priority, so we could clear land and do what we needed to do with that. But then, as time goes on, and it's getting colder, and we're trying to do a little shed, turn it into a tiny home so we don't have to live in a camper until we can get the house started. Which,
Right.
and just being the two of us, even when we get the house started, it's going to take a while.
And we still both have to work full-time jobs.
Yeah.
So this is an after work and weekends type of deal as well.
I mean, we've gotten a lot accomplished. It's
Yeah.
just not as much as we would have liked to.
And things are all temporary. So
Yeah, there's a lot of temporary stuff. And
yeah.
you don't realize that you're going to do that, but you kind of get behind, and so you just build some temporary stuff to hold you over until you can get permanent stuff done. But I mean, but it's all worked. The temporary stuff is all worked out. It's just
Yeah.
not what we want permanently.
Well, I mean, Jack went through his, and
yeah. Well, when you have goats, sometimes they do what you.
and some of it, like, we didn't expect the greenhouse to get taken three times, and he's gonna try one more time to fix it, but yeah, I think it's done.
Yeah, I've welded it and welded it and welded it until the point. It doesn't ever break at the welds, but it breaks somewhere else. The wind here is just too much for that style of greenhouse. I think I'm just going to have to build a permanent one.
Yeah, and gardening in the ground is a lot harder than we expected because it's so rocky. So we're gonna have to get a tiller and till it up that way.
Yeah, and I kind of want to just take the tractor and dig out kind of a big spot and
Right.
replace it with some different kind of dirt, or
That's a good
sift
idea.
it out, or something, so that we're starting in a good spot. We tried to raise beds, but I really don't care for the raised beds. I think it's good for some things.
Yeah, and with my herbs, maybe that'll
Yeah.
work okay.
It'll work with that kind of stuff, but it's not. I don't think it's real good as far as trying to grow enough food, that we don't have to buy a lot of food.
Right. I agree.
And we've gotten, you know, we've done it, like we put up the solar mount now with all the solar panels on it. We just finished that. We've made a video that she'll be putting that out here pretty soon.
Yeah, it'll be out this week.
She's the editor, chief and editor of the deal out here.
Yeah, so
I'm not even good in front of the camera, really.
Yeah, you see me talking all the time because I talk all the time, and doing the videos because he's doing the hard stuff. I help behind the scenes, but I'm filming most of the time because we have to get footage, and with just us being us two, and an iPhone, we don't even have the GoPro.
No.
So
this is a low budget operation.
This is a low budget DIY op here.
When you hear people talk about homesteading on a budget, well,
we're the definition of budget.
We're writing that book right now, so
yeah, we're free.
Yeah.
So
we do a lot of looking for and repurposing stuff. We and I know that there's a video already of what we did in the shed so far. I found a company that makes doors, exterior doors, and so they're either plastic filled with foam or metal filled with foam, and they told me I could have all of the mess ups that I wanted and all of the cutouts. So we insulated the shed with those.
Right.
They're about 1.5 inches thick. They're pretty thick.
Yeah.
It's going to be good insulation.
Yeah.
So that's one thing we did. A lot of pallet stuff. We found a sawmill that we could get, like the cutoffs.
Yeah.
And it's all cedar that they do, and so
they're really pretty too.
Yeah, so we made gates with the cedar cutoffs and a lot of stuff. I mean, it's just, you got to look and be, you know, frugal and imaginative, and you really got to use your imagination to do stuff. But we're getting there.
Yeah, I think so. And it is taking us a little bit longer, and we're learning and getting more viable content out there for you to watch. But we're hoping that things will get better as we grow and learn and research. So we need your input.
Yes.
You know, comment.
Ideas.
Give us ideas. Yeah.
We're just two people. We don't think of everything.
Yeah. And if you see something that you don't think we're doing right, let us know. You know, we take everybody's ideas into consideration, and we don't want to live in something that's not correct, right? He's the brains of the operation, so he's pretty smart about that stuff.
So you know we're already in trouble.
Whatever. So, you know, we need to have your guys' input. This is a journey for everybody.
Plus, let us know what kind of videos you want to see.
Right.
What kind of content do you want to see? I mean, we try to mix it up, but, you know, if there's something y'all want to see that we're not showing you, you know, let us know.
We watch homesteaders.
A lot of
them. Yeah, and there's a lot of people out there doing the same thing we are, but everybody does it their own way, so we can all learn from each other, and our family, our friends, everybody's putting in a little bit of input, and
everything helps.
Yeah, everything helps. Everything. I don't know.
We've got some upcoming videos. I'll tell you this, and I'll be honest with you. I'm probably will never do instructional videos.
Now that'll be me.
Yeah.
With him behind me going.
But we will show you how we did stuff, you know, and you can, if you get something out of that, that's great. If you got suggestions about the way we did it, that's fine too. But when we're going to do the solar mount, we've got a video.
The cost breakdown and stuff.
Cost breakdown and how we did it.
Yeah.
Now, it may not be the way y'all want to do it.
We're not professionals.
But it's a pretty big structure. It's over 32 feet long and about 10.5 feet tall. So
yeah, I can't lift it. I tried. But it moves.
But, yeah, it tilts. It'll tilt. Not to go with the sun daily, but
to be manually moved. Yes.
Yeah, throughout the year,
Yeah.
so that we can follow the sun from its high points to its low point. Anyway, that'll all be in another video that we're working on. Like I said, we'll show you how we did it. That doesn't mean that's the right way to do it, but it's the way we did it.
Yeah, so we want everybody's ideas. We want, you know, send us pictures, send us emails.
Comment, tell us.
Comments, tell us what you want.
Yeah, that's important. If you could just comment and tell us the kind of video that you want to see, you know, we could do more of that.
And we want our YouTube channel to grow, and to do that, we have to have people involved, and that means you. Right?
Yep.
So let us know what you think. Give us...
Subscribe, hit the like button, or the dislike button.
Or the dislike button.
Either way.
Hit your notifications, so you know when our next video is popping up. And
we're going to try to start doing one a week, maybe. Maybe if we get rolling along, it'll be better. We'll see.
Yeah, and I do shorts all the time because I do the animals and, you know, stupid things around the farm and sunsets and sunrises. That's kind of my thing right now.
There's one every day.
There's one every day. There's two every day.
No, there's
one
only
sunset, one sunset, one sunrise.
Yeah.
So come along on the journey with us, two old people.
Yeah.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Thanks, guys.
Y'all have a good night.